Have you ever stopped to think that while you're sleeping, your mind doesn't actually shut off? It's true. Your subconscious mind keeps running at full speed. And you know what's really interesting? It doesn't question anything. It just accepts. So whatever you put into your head right before bed goes straight to your subconscious, as if it were absolute truth. Think of your mind as a garden. Throughout the day, you're throwing out all kinds of seeds, some good, some bad, but at night, the soil is most fertile. If you plant thoughts of debt, worry, or fear, guess what grows? More problems. But if you plant thoughts of prosperity, gratitude, and abundance, your harvest will be completely different. Your subconscious is like a computer's hard drive. It stores everything without a filter. It doesn't know if you're making something up or if it's real. If you repeatedly say, "I am prosperous, money comes to me easily," it records that as truth. And once it believes that, your actions and emotions begin to align with this new programming. It's as if every night is a chance to update your mental software. The real question is, what have you been installing? Lack or abundance? This choice, which might seem small, completely changes your financial game. And listen, stick with me until the end, because I'm going to show you a simple step-by-step method that you can start using tonight, one that has already changed many people's lives. I'm not just talking theory. This is a practical technique that I use myself, and it could be the key to turning your financial situation around. So don't click away, because the best part is still coming. The power of words and nighttime affirmations. Let me tell you something. The words you use before bed are like secret commands to your subconscious. It's like speaking to an invisible personal assistant that works for you all night long. If you tell it to focus on debt, it will find ways to reinforce more debt. But if you direct it toward prosperity, it will start looking for ways to bring that into your life. That's why affirmations are so powerful. But here's the thing, not just any phrase will work. Statements like, "I will be rich," said in the future tense, aren't as effective. Do you know why? Because the subconscious interprets that as something distant, something that may never arrive. The trick is to speak in the present tense. "I am prosperous. Money flows easily to me. I deserve wealth." This way, your brain accepts it as current reality. And it's not enough to just repeat words robotically. The real secret is emotion. You have to feel the phrase. When you say, "I am a money magnet," you need to actually imagine money coming to you. Feel the joy of checking your account and seeing a positive balance. Sense the relief of paying bills with ease. It's that emotion that shifts your energy. Some people record their own voice repeating affirmations and play them as they sleep. This is brilliant because not only are you listening, but your subconscious recognizes your own voice as more trustworthy. Imagine hours and hours of hearing yourself affirming positive things about money. It's almost impossible not to start believing it. So remember this, words have weight. They carry energy. Before you go to sleep, choose carefully what you feed your subconscious. It's like choosing what's going to play on your internal TV overnight. Would you rather binge watch lack or abundance? The choice is yours. Relaxation techniques to enhance manifestation. Here's something a lot of people forget. It doesn't work to try programming your subconscious if your body is all tense and your mind is racing. You need to relax before bed. Otherwise, affirmations won't sink in the right way. It's like trying to plant seeds in hard soil. They just won't take root. So, first tip, breathing. Seriously, just 3 minutes of deep breathing can change everything. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Hold it for a moment, then exhale through your mouth. Do this about 10 times and you'll feel your mind calm down and your body loosen up. It's like hitting the reset button on your day. Second, guided meditation. These days, there are tons of options on YouTube focused specifically on prosperity. Put on some headphones, close your eyes, and let the voice guide you. It'll direct your thoughts, ease your worries, and plant images of abundance in your mind.
It's like having a mental personal trainer getting you ready for sleep. Third, light stretching. Reach your arms up, roll your shoulders, loosen your neck. It might seem trivial, but it really helps release physical tension. When your body relaxes, your mind gets the message, okay, it's safe to rest. And in this receptive state, anything positive you focus on will go straight into your subconscious. And here's a golden tip. Create a worry dump ritual. Imagine yourself placing all your bills, debts, and problems into an invisible box. Close it in your mind and say, I'll deal with this tomorrow. It brings an incredible sense of peace. Your subconscious understands it doesn't have to carry that weight overnight. So before bed, prepare the ground. Relax your body and mind first, and only then start with your affirmations. Because a calm mind absorbs abundance much more powerfully. It's like tuning to the right frequency before you start playing the music of prosperity. What to avoid before bed to keep from blocking prosperity? Now, let me give you a warning. It won't help to repeat affirmations, listen to frequencies, or visualize abundance if right before bed you're doing things that work against all that. It's like trying to drive with the parking brake on. You're not going anywhere. Classic mistake number 1 is bringing financial worries to bed. Have you ever done this? Lying there running through your list of bills, mentally calculating payments, thinking about debts? Well, doing that is like giving a direct order to your subconscious, keep me stuck in lack. Guess what happens? The next day you'll have more worry and more struggle. Another saboteur is consuming negative news or getting into arguments before sleep. A lot of people have the habit of watching the news at night, filled with tragedy, economic crisis, and violence. This feeds fear and anxiety, and that's exactly the state that gets recorded in your subconscious. If you want to prosper, cut out that kind of content before bed. And hey, your phone is a problem too. Scrolling through social media until you fall asleep not only disrupts your melatonin, that's your sleep hormone, but also floods your mind with toxic information. Comparing yourself to others, criticism, gossip, none of that helps you prosper. So make a rule, turn off your phone at least 30 minutes before bedtime. Another thing, arguments. If there's been an issue at home, don't try to hash it out right before bed. Go to sleep with a light heart. Holding on to resentment or anger when you lie down only blocks the flow of prosperity even more. It's better to take a deep breath, save the conversation for the next day, and protect your energy. Even heavy meals or too much alcohol make the list. Your body becomes overloaded, your sleep isn't as deep, and your subconscious can't do its work properly. It's like trying to reprogram a computer with the battery about to die. It just doesn't work. In short, before bed, avoid worry, avoid bad news, avoid your phone, avoid arguments, and avoid overindulgence. Your bed isn't meant for problems, it's meant for programming prosperity. Do this and you'll notice a huge difference. Sound frequencies in music that attract abundance. Now let's talk about an amazing tool that many people still underestimate: sound frequencies. Yes, music has the power to reprogram your subconscious. And when you sleep while listening to certain frequencies, it's like tuning your mind to the station of prosperity. For example, the 432 Hz frequency is considered the natural frequency of the universe. When you listen to it, you feel an instant sense of peace. Then there's the 528 Hz frequency, often called the frequency of love or transformation. It helps release emotional blockages and create space for abundance. There's also 639 Hz, which is great for improving relationships, and 741 Hz, which sharpens your intuition. Each of these works on a different aspect that, in the end, supports the flow of money. And it's not just about frequencies. Nature sounds have this power too. The sound of rain, ocean waves, wind, even birds singing. All of these calm the mind, reduce anxiety, and put you in a receptive state. Now imagine listening to these sounds along with positive affirmations. That's a prosperity boost for your subconscious. So if you haven't tried this yet, test it out tonight. Play a 528 Hz frequency, close your eyes, and let it play while you sleep. Do this for a week, and then tell me if you don't feel a difference. It's like your mind wakes up feeling lighter, more confident, and more connected to abundance. Examples of powerful phrases to listen to before bed. Now you might be wondering, okay, but what exactly should I say before bed? I'll give you some examples that work really well, but remember, it's not just about repeating words, you have to feel them. One of the most effective phrases is, I am a money magnet and money flows to me easily. When you say this, literally imagine money coming to you as if drawn by a magnet. Another powerful phrase is, I deserve to be rich and live in prosperity. Many people carry a hidden belief that they don't deserve money, that wealth is only for others. This phrase breaks down that barrier. You begin to accept that prosperity is your right too. And how about this one? I am grateful for the money I already have and for what is still coming. Gratitude is a major key to abundance. When you appreciate what you have, you create space for the universe to send you more. Another one I really like is, the universe conspires in favor of my prosperity. This phrase brings a deep sense of peace because it reminds you that you're not alone. There's a greater force working with you. Oh, and there's another technique called inverse affirmation. Instead of stating something directly, you ask a question. Why do I attract so much money with such ease? Your subconscious tries to find an answer, and in doing so, it starts acting as if it were true. If you really want to make it more powerful, record these phrases in your own voice. Imagine hearing yourself repeat these words for hours while you sleep. Your subconscious can't escape it. It will absorb the message. So before bed, choose 3 or 4 of these phrases. Repeat them with emotion, or play a recording. Do this for 21 days in a row, and you will feel the difference. The right words, with the right feeling, become reality.
How to create a nightly prosperity ritual. Now let's bring all of this together and turn it into a nightly prosperity ritual. When you create a consistent routine, your subconscious recognizes it as a priority, and the effect becomes much stronger. First step, prepare your environment. No clutter, no bright lights. Tidy up your bedroom, create a soothing atmosphere, use soft lighting or even a candle if you like. If possible, use a gentle scent like lavender or cinnamon, which can help you relax and maintain positive energy. Second step, set a fixed time. It doesn't matter if you go to bed at 10 p.m. or midnight. What matters is consistency. The more you repeat your ritual at the same time, the more your subconscious becomes accustomed to it and begins to expect it. Third step, choose what you'll include in your ritual. You can listen to affirmations, practice visualization, write in a gratitude journal, play abundance frequencies, or even combine them all. The key is to make it enjoyable, not a chore. Visualization is essential. Before sleep, close your eyes and imagine yourself living the life you want. See yourself easily paying bills, traveling, buying what you desire. Don't think of it as a distant dream. Visualize it as if it's already real. The more details and emotions you include, the more your subconscious will believe it. Gratitude is another important element. Write or say out loud at least 3 things you're grateful for from your day. It can be something small, like a good cup of coffee or a call from a friend. This feeling of gratitude opens doors for more good things to enter your life. You can also add background audio, play a prosperity frequency playlist, or even your own recorded affirmations. Keep the volume low and sleep peacefully. Your subconscious will absorb it throughout the night. Here's the golden rule. No distractions. Turn off your phone, TV, anything that pulls you away from positive energy. This time is yours. It's sacred. Treat it as a commitment to your abundance. Over time, this ritual becomes a habit. Your subconscious learns bedtime
is prosperity time. This completely changes how you wake up and live your day. So if you've never done this before, start tonight. Create your own prosperity ritual and make it part of your life. You'll be surprised by the results. How to reprogram limiting beliefs during sleep. If there's one thing that holds back many people's financial lives, it's limiting beliefs. You know those phrases you've heard your whole life, like money doesn't grow on trees, honest people don't get rich, or rich people are greedy. Well, those ideas get stored in your subconscious and become like an invisible wall blocking your prosperity. The good news is that sleep is the perfect time to break down those walls. When you're sleeping, your critical mind takes a break, and your subconscious becomes open to new information. This is where prosperity affirmations and audio work their magic. They act like a key, replacing old building blocks with new ones. Here's a simple example. If you often tell yourself, "I'm not good with money," replace it with, "I manage my finances wisely." And it's not enough to say it just once. You have to repeat it until it becomes true for your subconscious. Over time, you'll start acting differently, making better decisions, and attracting more opportunities. Another trick is to add emotion. It's not enough to just say the words. If you say, "I deserve to be rich," but don't feel it inside, it won't work. You have to imagine it, truly feel it. Visualize an abundant life and let your heart believe it. That emotion gives power to the new belief. And you know what else helps? Visualization before bed. Imagine yourself already living the life you want, paying off debts without stress, shopping without guilt, helping your family. Your brain doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination, so if you replay this scene every day, it will accept it as normal and work to make it reality. Now, one important detail: patience. Limiting beliefs were built over years. They won't disappear overnight. But if you practice consistently, little by little, your subconscious will replace those old beliefs with prosperous ones. It's like updating your phone's operating system. It takes time, but afterward, everything works much better. You'll notice signs that it's working fairly quickly. You'll feel more confident, stop repeating negative phrases automatically, and begin to notice opportunities that previously went overlooked. It might seem like magic, but it's just your mind working in your favor.
The connection between emotions and financial flow. There's something a lot of people overlook. Your emotions have everything to do with how money flows or doesn't flow into your life. It might sound spiritual, but even science supports this. Every emotion generates a frequency, and the universe responds to that frequency. For example, fear is one of the biggest blockers of prosperity. If you're always afraid of not having enough, afraid you won't make it, afraid of being without money, that's the exact energy you're putting out. And the result? More situations that confirm those fears. Anger and frustration also do a lot of damage. Who hasn't felt irritated looking at their bank statement, or upset because their paycheck doesn't stretch far enough? The problem is that heavy energy blocks the flow. Instead of opening doors, you're closing yourself off to new opportunities. But when you cultivate positive emotions like joy, gratitude, and enthusiasm, your frequency changes. The universe understands that you're already vibrating abundance and responds by bringing you more reasons to feel that way. It becomes an upward cycle. This is where sleep becomes so important. How you go to bed determines what emotion your subconscious works with all night. If you lie down worried, it keeps processing worry. But if you lie down feeling confident, grateful, and happy, that emotion multiplies and helps create a new reality. Want to shift your energy before sleep? Try a simple exercise. Take a deep breath, think of 3 good things from your day, and give thanks. Then imagine what it would feel like to wake up tomorrow with a different financial life. Really feel that emotion. This practice puts you on the right frequency. And it's not just about nighttime either. Try to cultivate a positive mood during the day. Laugh more. Find joy in small things. This keeps your vibration high and makes it easier to program your subconscious at night. This isn't just theory. Many people notice that when they change their emotions, their results change. Sometimes all it takes is a little more confidence to help you recognize an opportunity that was already there. You just couldn't see it before. It's as though the universe is always delivering, but only those tuned to the right frequency can receive. So take care of your emotions like you take care of your money. In the end, one influences the other. Positive emotions attract prosperity. Negative emotions push it away. It's as simple as that. Guided visualizations to attract wealth while you sleep. Now let's talk about one of the coolest parts, visualization. This stuff is incredibly powerful. Your brain can't always tell whether something is really happening or whether you're just imagining it. So when you create vivid mental images of prosperity, it's almost like you're actually living it. Before bed, close your eyes and imagine the life you want. See yourself paying bills with ease, traveling without worrying about money, living in your dream home. Add details, colors, even smells if you want. The more real it feels, the more your subconscious accepts it as true. Some people find it hard to visualize on their own, and that's where guided visualization comes in. There are plenty of audio tracks available that walk you through it. A voice will guide you. Imagine opening your wallet full of money. Feel the joy of receiving an unexpected deposit. This makes it easier if you're just getting started. But here's the secret. It's not just about seeing the scene. It's about feeling the emotion. Imagining a pile of money does nothing if you don't also feel the joy, peace, and freedom that comes with it. It's that emotion that carries the vibration and attracts results. When you feel it, the universe responds. Another great trick is to combine visualization with affirmations. While you imagine yourself living abundantly, repeat phrases like, "I deserve this life," "Money flows easily to me." This combination turbocharges the process because you're using images plus words plus emotion all at once. And remember, consistency is everything. Visualizing once won't cut it. Make it a habit. The more you repeat it, the more your subconscious accepts this as your reality and begins acting accordingly. Many people report quick changes just from starting this practice before bed. Suddenly, a new idea pops up, an opportunity appears, or an unexpected invitation comes their way. It's not a coincidence. It's your mind aligning you with what's already available. And you know what's even more amazing? The confidence this builds. The more you see yourself living the life you want, the more you believe it. And once you believe, you're already halfway there. So don't underestimate this power. Visualization is like a rehearsal for your rich life. The more you rehearse, the easier it becomes for the universe to make it real.
What to expect over days and weeks of applying this technique? By now you might be wondering, okay, but how long does it take for this to start working? What can I expect if I do this ritual every night? The answer is, it depends. Everyone moves at their own pace, but there's a common pattern many people experience, and I'll share how it usually unfolds. In the first few days, you'll likely notice something different, a sense of peace. It's as if your mind finally gets to rest because instead of going to bed carrying worry,
you're sleeping with gratitude and hope. That alone is transformative. You wake up feeling lighter, more energized, and less anxious. Within the first week, many people notice their sleep quality improves. You sleep more deeply and wake up feeling refreshed. And with more energy, your days become more productive. You might also start noticing small shifts in your behavior, less complaining, more confidence. After 2 or 3 weeks, mental changes become clearer. Those automatic thoughts of lack begin to fade. In their place, new ideas, solutions, and even the courage to take action on things you used to put off start emerging. This is your subconscious starting to work in your favor. Then come the external signs. Unexpected money, new opportunities, a friend recommending you for a job, a promotion you didn't see coming. These small confirmations are the universe's way of saying, keep going, you're on the right track. In the medium term, the changes become obvious. You stop impulse spending, start managing your finances more effectively, and attract more prosperous situations. Not because it fell from the sky, but because your mind is now aligned with abundance. And in the long run, well, that's when everything shifts. When you practice this daily, your subconscious gets so used to it that it starts working on autopilot. You begin living in a natural state of abundance without having to force it. Money flows, ideas come easily, and doors open. But here's an important point. Don't get discouraged if nothing major happens in the first week. This is like going to the gym or planting a tree. You won't see immediate results, but every night you're planting a seed, and eventually the harvest will come. So what can you expect? First, peace, then a shift in mindset. After that, real opportunities will start showing up at your door, and over time, a complete transformation in your relationship with money. If you trust the process and apply this technique consistently, it can't fail. Because you're not just changing your thoughts, you're changing the energy you send out into the universe.